Head Showered Shaved. I'm James. It's been a while since I've done a video. I'm actually using a different setup today, which hopefully will speed me up, make things a little bit more efficient, and that way I'll be able to provide you guys with some more videos more frequently, which is brilliant. That's what I want to do. So the last video that I did was replicating my first ever shave, and this is one of the things I said I'd do with this vlog, and that was document my journey with Safety Razor head shaving. So my first ever shave was with the Merkur 23C long handle. Misquoted on the last video, I do apologise about that. Perfect beginner's razor. And I used the Derby blade, which I'd researched, very much a beginner's blade, and some Proraso products, which I've covered. So just moving on from that journey now, the kind of next development that I really took on board with this wasn't so much on the razor front, but was on the blades. So having done a lot of research, I built up a lot of confidence with the Derbys, and I felt that I could really try and go a little bit sharper. So the hairs on my head, particularly around the back, are really quite thick. So I took the plunge and went really sharp, kind of as an experiment really to begin with, which is probably some of the things you might do when you embark on this journey, or if you have already. So I really went in the deep end, and I went with feathers. Yeah, now feathers, if you'll research them, Google them. Really, really sharp stuff, made in Japan, absolutely razor sharp, as you could imagine from the Japanese. You know, you wouldn't expect anything less. It's a really, really good blade product, and the feather in particular that I've used was the new high stainless platinum feather blade. So the feather yellows, really, as most people would know them. There are some other types of feathers that I've not quite used, but this was the mainstream version that I was able to buy relatively easy online through eBay. It wasn't the cheapest of blades to buy. They were not quite as much as £30, but they were certainly heading that way. But you know, to consider that you get 100 blades for that money, and considering how many decent shaves you can get off a quality blade like a feather, for me it's still a no-brainer. It's still absolutely fantastic value for money. So yeah, I mean, this was a real leap of faith, because there was a lot of warnings about the feathers being really sharp, and just to be careful. If your technique is fine, then they're absolutely no problem at all. They're an amazing blade. A lot of people find them expensive and look for other alternative sharp blades, but you know, I'm quite happy to pay the money for this product. So this is really where my development went, from my basic setup into the much sharper blade, and that really enhanced my head shaving experience. So that's what I'm going to replicate today. So I am still going to use the Merkur 23C long handle, but this time around I'm going to use it with the feather. And as you can see, I've let my hair go a bit wild. I've had a very busy weekend here in London, or Hertfordshire should I say. So I didn't really get much time to have a head shave, and I knew I was going to be covering the feathers, so I thought, do you know what, I'm going to let it grow, and then that will really help demonstrate the effectiveness of this blade. So I'm going to get loaded up, and yeah, I'll show you what it's like to use this blade. I'm going to be using an old favourite here. This is a Boar Hair Omega 48 knot. This is the silver handle edition. This is what typically barbers would have used, but this is a very, very good brush, and one of my sort of staple day-to-day brushes. Fantastic. And to team up with the ball brush today, I'm going to be using the Palmolive soap stick. This is a very inexpensive product, absolutely brilliant. It does have Palmolive oil, or palm oil in it, I should say, so not really great, but you know, let's use up the stock that's been manufactured. But yeah, a decent product, very inexpensive, but good to match up with the kit I'm using today. Right, I've got some Proraso pre-shave cream on my head, just to help open up my pores. While that's doing its thing, I'm going to load up with the soap. All right. as you can see from the lava, her hair's grown really, really long. Let's start getting it off. Right, first pass with the grain. I've started to use a slightly different technique where I go around my ears to begin with. It just helps speed me up. Right, here we are, lathered up again. We're going to go for pass number 2. This time we're going to go across the grain. I tell you what, I've done 2 passes and my God, considering how long that hair was, there's a reason why you should seriously consider using feather blades, certainly as part of your collection. They are sharp, yes, but look, my technique isn't that great, I promise you. And I tend to get a really clean shave from them. If anything, the sharpness of the blade just allows me to be a bit smoother with my technique, and I probably get less cuts, truthfully speaking, than maybe with some of the other blades that aren't quite so sharp. But each to their own. Do your experimentation, but definitely give feathers a go. I mean, pass number 2, that is fantastic. I'm beginning to look normal again. Brilliant. Okay, here we are with our 3rd and final pass, this time against the grain. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh, so nice to feel skin on the top of my head again. That is an amazing blade. Okay. All right, they cost a bit more, I get it. Even if once in a while, treat yourself. That is absolutely amazing. 3 passes. And my hair growth was what? 4 days? Maybe 5 days. Absolutely no problem at all. And I feel really good. It's like there's no irritation on my skin whatsoever. I look fantastic. It feels great. Absolutely top job. All I can say is do give feather blades a try. And if you're a beginner like me, put them in a mild razor like the Merkur 23C or the 34C or the Edwin Jagger DE89, you know, whatever, you name it, or any of the vintage razors. Although personally I like to use the Gillette blades in them because I'm a bit of a brand idiot. But yeah, give them a go. Give them a go. They are absolutely amazing. Now what I'm going to do just to finish off, I'm not going to go too serious today on my aftershave. I can be known to do that, as you've probably gathered if you've watched some of my other videos, but I've got a mixture here, just in a spray canister, barber spray canister. I've got a mix of 50% witch hazel and 50% Lucky Tiger aspen, which is a really classic traditional style barber's aftershave, quite inexpensive, really funky colour. Yeah, really powerful stuff. So hence mixing it with the witch hazel, it's still got enough kick for me to get that lovely tingle that I really like, and just to help give me that skin cleanse and tone that I really enjoy after a shave. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's amazing. I can feel that it's not too sensitive. I haven't gone too close. I haven't gone too near. That's lovely. I mean, it feels baby smooth, yet irritation free. And that's what I get from a feather blade. That's why I love it. Absolutely amazing. So thanks very much for watching this one, guys. I think on my next blog, I'm probably going to delve into my vintage collection, and I'll probably start off with the first vintage razor I ever bought, which is the best vintage razor I've ever bought, but I'll cover that another time. But thanks very much for watching. This is Head Showered Shave. If you're thinking of shaving your head because you're going bald, don't even delay it. Just get it done, because I tell you, you'll never look back. You'll look good and you'll feel good. I do, and you can do it too. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.